Lorraine. I'm a pharmacy technician based here in the clinic.
And I'm Alwina, and I'm the administrator here.
Thanks, Alwina. And then over to you guys to introduce yourselves as well.
So I am Michael Bisong.
Okay, that's fine, I can repeat
I'm
that.
a senior social worker. I have come to this clinic to carry out some reviews with Dr. Fernandez. Yeah.
You remember it?
Yeah, because we spoke about football and stuff, you know, it was lovely. This is my wife, Hortense Bisong. That's junior sister Marjorie. That's the sister Charlotte. This is my princess Monica. We are a charity. We are called Bisong Foundation. We've been operating since 2010. We just love doing charity work, you know. So that's how we grew up. We inherited from our parents. We've done a lot of activities in Cambridge. You know, we've invited legends of African football to come and meet the local community. Bring people together, the diverse community. We support orphans back home in Cameroon by providing all basic healthcare needs, but also paying the school fees. You know, orphans, they haven't got parents and they haven't got, they don't know what their future looks like, but we are trying to shape their future, and we've been doing that for so many years. Also, we've started, because where I'm working now, with the safeguarding team, and I've learned a lot about safeguarding and domestic violence. So we have started raising awareness of domestic violence, but also knife crime. You know, our son is 16. The way he's growing up now, you know, in Cambridge is not so bad, but still there are some cases in Cambridge. You know, from our experience, the way he's growing up now, you know, young people, you know, he goes out, doesn't tell us where he is. One night we had to stay up throughout the night because we don't know where he was, and you know, very worried. So I'm trying to raise the awareness by talking to him, but also to other young people, you know, to be aware of the dangers out there. So that's what we do. Now, coronavirus struck, and then we start together. What can we do to, you know, to get involved in the fight against the coronavirus? And then we thought, okay, let us provide a mask. And we know you have got the medical mask, you know, but this is, you know, use and throw away. This one are reusable. You can wash them, you know. For you guys, it might not be very important because you are staff, you are being provided with this, but you know, those in the community who haven't got money, because like one of these, people make business out of this now, you know, eBay and stuff. You can have them for £7, £6.50. What about those who don't have money, you know? And then we are now in a situation where the government has made it an obligation to wear face masks in shops, in buses, trains, transportation. So what about those who haven't got money to buy that? So they can't travel, they cannot miss out, you know. So that is our thought behind supplying this mask. And because I've been here also, we're thinking, let's come and see you guys. And because Brian is a close friend, we'll be working together also. Why not come here and give a few masks to the staff, but also, most importantly, to the people we support, you know. So that's our aim. And thank you guys so much for your time and for welcoming us, but also for us coming to see your faces again, you know, like Dr. Fernandez, that I was planning to come and see, but very busy, I know. So I'm not sure if my wife wants to say one or two words.
Thank you very much for having us. I won't say much because my husband has already said everything and anything. I just want to thank you for welcoming us here. It's not that hard, but you need to find time and place and to do all this. We are very thankful for the government to accept our application to fund and to distribute free masks to the community. We are very thankful. I'm also thankful for the NHS, the Peterborough Foundation Trust, where I'm part from. I work at football like a support worker for many years, but being I've been bank for 7 years, so I know the trust very well. So thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
just to add to that, what my wife said, I was going to say that just to seriously thank the government, for the fight against the COVID-19, because they accepted our application for funding. Although the application went to the National Lottery Community Fund, but then the money came from the government. So and we were told, we should be thankful to the government. But we have to be, because it's a very good initiative, to support our ideas and our initiatives.
Thank you so much. Again, guys, it is informal. I know Mike will be saying 1 or 2 words. If any one of us maybe just wanted to say 1 or 2, I understand that Dr. Fernandez has got a few patients waiting, and we're not going to keep him
I have questions.
for too long.
Where are the masks coming from? Where do you get the masks from?
We've got very high quality tailors.
Okay.
So they have been doing this for as business, as I said, so we ordered 2 of them to sew us the mask. As you can see, they are very, very lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And can I put the picture in Twitter?
Yes.
Good.
Yes. Good.
Can you make sure that I'm there?
Excuse me, I must introduce myself. I'm Joseph. I'm a journalist. I'm following Mr. Bisong everywhere. And last time I saw him in London, and it was a pleasure for me to see him doing all those. And I really appreciate it. That's why I'm following him here today. But before we carry on here, I would like to ask a question to Brian. Is there any other association apart from this one that came here and before and distribute masks or give some charity to?
Yes, I mean, during the peak of COVID, one of our staff member was redeployed, by the way, to come and assist us. At that time, if you remember very well, we didn't have enough masks. Yeah, she gave us quite a few. We are a small team here of 9 to 10, but at the time, we got extra staff, extra 4 or 5. Yeah, she gave us, I would say, around about 15 to 20 masks, but those masks at the time, they were for staff. Yes, we did get a distribution. And again, we started using scrubs. As you can see, my colleague there is wearing a full kit blender. Before COVID, we were not wearing no scrubs. We started wearing scrubs during COVID period. And then there's an organization, I'm not sure whether it's an individual, but we were given some bags so that we can put the scrubs in those bags. When we get home, we can just put them inside the washing machine to minimize the spread of virus. Yes, I remember those 2. However, I was off for 3 weeks. I don't know whether we did get extra distribution. Apart from the external organizations, we are getting supplies from the trust.
From the trust.
Yeah. We're getting enough, but those are clinical.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the one that I'm wearing, and the COVID masks, and so forth.
So apart from your patient or maybe a couple of staff here, is there any people that benefit from those masks that you're getting in your organization?
Mm-hmm. You mean these masks?
Yes.
These ones?
Yeah.
To be honest with you, when Michael approached me about this, by the way, just for my team, I assist this foundation quite a lot. I've got my own foundation as well. We work together. Blender contributed during COVID as well. Thank you very much once more for that. We're raising money for other things as well related to COVID. These masks in particular, to answer your question, Michael approached me over the weekend, and I thought, wow, this is like a calling, because a client I saw on Wednesday last week, I was looking at his mask, then I thought he does need a little bit of hygiene, and then I asked him, he told me that he's got only that one, then basically what he was thinking, I can't take this one off and wash it. What if it's gonna take time to dry out?
Exactly.
Then I gave him a couple of these, in case if he wanted to wash that one. However, when Michael mentioned the mask, then I thought, wow, these masks would be very good for our service users.
Okay. All right.
Yes. Yeah, just to add to that, we haven't just come here to distribute masks or wherever we go. It's about, trying to contain the COVID and minimize the spread. So we've done flyers, which we're going to leave here. You need to distribute to the patients also. We've given some advice. Wash hands. If you have symptoms, consult the doctors. So this is a constant reminder, of trying to keep ourselves safe, but also others. So it's not all about giving out the mask, but also passing out vital information about keeping safe.
Okay, this is also, the number is on here. You have 2 numbers to call in case that you run out of
Mask, I need some
and you
additional.
need some additional one. They can call us and then we'll provide the mask for them.
You better not say that. I know that we'll give
It's not yours. The 50 is it's just when they call us,
Yeah.
we'll give them the mask, not from your 50.
I was gonna say actually, we look after about 250, 260 patients in here, but weekly we see around about 70 on average. Yeah, we were gonna be selective on whom we give the
Okay.
mask to,
Yeah.
because we know other people or other
Oh, yeah.
patients, they can buy for themselves, others they cannot. And then if we needed some more, we will definitely contact.
Yes.
Okay, all right.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Mr. Ignat was gonna say 1 or 2 words. He's our speaker here.
No jokes, Michael, please.
I'll go straight to the song and dance routine. It'll be all right. Ready? Yeah, I'd just like to say thank you for coming along today and for actually, coming up with this idea. Really, to be honest, I mean, the masks themselves are expensive to buy. I mean, people relying on ones where families and friends may have made 1 or 2 or 3 and just passed them along and distributed them. But in the case of our people, the ones who we see regularly and everything else like that, they might not have that network to help support them and everything. And even I remember in the early days, no one really knew where to get a face mask from. There was only a couple of shops that were actually selling them. And like you say, inflated prices and everything, it is, it's enough to put you off at the end of the day. And these will go a long way, hopefully, when we reach September, when they're worried about the cold and flu season, to hopefully protect people for a long time. And they are washable, like you say, which is fantastic. Not like these ones, which are just single use. And the problem is, you did ask the question about these masks themselves, who benefits from them? Well, unfortunately, everyone who comes through the door gets a face mask if they've not got one, but that's it. There's no other distribution of face masks within the NHS, because we only have a responsibility while they're in the building. Outside of the building, obviously, normal rules apply at the end of the day. If they're going home, you don't really need any of the face masks. But this is a fantastic thing that you're doing, and thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. And I just want to say something, I'm mindful of the time. We've got our own media here for the trust. Michael is aware about that. When we're taking photos, can you give us some so that we can share with our trust as well?
Okay.
Yeah,
No problem.
that's all I wanted to say. Anyone else wanted to say one or two words?
Well, it's just got me the modelling fee if I'm going to be wearing a mask and having my kids. So I just wondering, you know,